Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. This is a random read, which is timeless. I would like to say, please do not live your life by the tarot. It is you who creates your own destiny. You are intelligent, beautiful, or handsome, and you are kind. These readings will always resonate. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos. Someone may be enlightened by them. Also, to my subscribers, welcome back. And to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. You are the backbone of this channel, and I greatly appreciate you. So, almost got thrown off a little bit on that spiel in the beginning, right? I'm in New Mexico. And most likely a lot of you have seen some of the readings that I have just uploaded. Right now, this is pre-recorded because I'm out in the middle of nowhere, off the grid. So you will not, this will not get uploaded for a few days now, okay? But I've been going through it. Talk about going into hermit mode. I go into real hermit mode, you guys. Now, I did change the spiel. I said these readings will always resonate, because that's what these cards were designed to do. Period. If you don't believe me, I can bring it up in every reading, what will resonate with everyone, okay? Now, I mean, I'll do it if I remember, but come on now. Let's not fool ourselves. Another thing that I wanted to add real quick before we get started. I am not a messenger of God. If I have said that in the past, I have definitely asked for forgiveness from my God or the universe for doing so. I'm not a messenger. I'm a studious person. I know how to read the tarot and all kinds of other different types of divination tools. But if you want to know more about this, I talk a lot about it on my other channel. It's called Sacred Geometry Universe. You're lucky if you can find what I'm talking about there, because I speak truth over there in regards to the tarot and divination. And if you do find it, let's hope that you do the right thing. Anyhow, we're going to get started here, okay? And we're just going to see what card combinations come out so I can read you a scenario, okay? And you'll notice that I'll be reading these cards differently than before because my belief has changed. So let's see what kind of card combinations come out. All these cards were in the upright when I started. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a great card to have as a starting card. This is about a new beginning in stability, in grounding. I'm just going to be pulling all from these cards, you guys, by the way. And I did grab an oracle deck, okay? Let's see what's going on. What else is going on in this story? King of Swords. Now, this is a card of Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This energy is about somebody who is intelligent, somebody who thinks about things, right? Thinks things through. This could be a business owner. This is a very intelligent person, right? This could be a male or female, because we have male and female energies, right? This King of Swords is the type of person who is somebody who steps back and thinks about stuff. This person thinks about everything. This person can seem to overthink, but since he's in the upright, there's somebody here that's contemplating right now about something. Contemplating about something that this energy, whoever is in this energy in regards to new starts, new balance, new start and stability, grounding, is starting something brand new. It doesn't necessarily mean like money related, but it could mean that somebody is becoming more balanced because of some reason or another. Okay. Now the next card here is the Emperor. Now, in some decks, the King of Swords is a person who can double as the Emperor. Okay? When it comes to cartomancy, these types of cards, the King of Swords is the Emperor, doubles as the Emperor. Okay? Now, that the potential of this situation is somebody becomes the Emperor because of some sort of contemplation that went on that brought them in this energy of balance. Holy shit. Now, this reading will always resonate, right, with someone. And let me tell you how, just with these 3 cards. We've all had new starts in regards to figuring shit out, right? A realization in our lives. Anyone can resonate with that. If you've never had something that you've realized before and it brought kind of brought some light to a situation. If you've never had that in your life, then, I mean, you must be like 5 years or 2 years, or gosh, you were never born. I don't know. Everybody's had that situation in their life. Everybody can be in the energy of the King of Swords, somebody who steps back and thinks about something, contemplating on something. If you've never done that, these readings will always resonate. Now, that's all I'm going to say about that, because I'm just going to continue with the story. I know for a fact that everybody has been in those situations before, so at least that will resonate, right? Yeah. So now let's just continue with the story. So, the potential, we could be talking here about one person now, okay? Now, one person could have found their balance through contemplation. Contemplating on something, thinking about something. The King of Swords is very studious. This person will do research, will reflect, will sit back and try to understand things. And look at this guy. He goes out into nature when he does that. You see all the animals around him? This is a real type of hermit. They don't follow the norm. There's no outside influences except for nature, right? This person maybe thrives on going out into nature, into peacefulness and being one with the earth or whatever, right? And receiving epiphanies that way. Yes. Right? Now, what else do I see here? Yeah. I don't see any signs of civilization or anything. So somebody may be out there reflecting and contemplating. And you know what happens because they did that? They become the Emperor. Because of the healing and because of the realization or whatever, somebody has realized something here. And that realization has brought them to the level of Emperor, I guess, right? Somebody who has all the qualities of all the kings. Someone who is passionate. someone who is intelligent, someone who is grounded, and someone who is emotional, stable in all of those areas. Let's see what the obstacle here is in this story. All right. 9 of Swords in the reverse. This person will definitely, whatever they're contemplating or whatever, the obstacle is that they will get out of this contemplation mode, right? Maybe at this time, somebody here is not really, God, this is in my head. What should I do? How do I deal with this? Somebody might be going through that and not understanding, oh, it's going to end, but it will. 9 of Swords is about you can't sleep up in your head at night, this, that, and the other. In the reverse, it's about figuring shit out. Pulling yourself out of that overthinking energy. Because you've realized finally. And so you will be pulled out of some sort of can't sleep. Because you see the Emperor right here looking at this 9 of Swords. Someone is possibly even looking at it, knowing that they're going to figure shit out, right? They could be fearing having to get out of that mode and following through with whatever they figured out, right? Because sometimes people can get comfortable with whatever they're doing, right? Like, for example, I've been traveling for like 11 months now, right? And in the beginning it was hard, but I got used to it, and I've become used to it because I've become addicted to the healing properties of what I'm doing. I'm doing this for why? I don't know, but it's helping me, right? Because I'm stuck, I'm being forced out and away from civilization to contemplate on my life and reasons why I react certain ways to certain things, right? So this person right here could be like, oh shit, I gotta, like me, I know I gotta stop, but I've become so comfortable with this, with what I'm doing because of everything that I have learned on the road, right? So somebody might be dreading that they're going to have to get up, because sometimes people like to overthink. They enjoy, like, that song. People are addicted to a certain type of sadness, right? Not just sadness, but lifestyle, situations. People get used to shit, used to feeling a certain way. Yeah, people get used to that. People get used to abuse. Yeah. And that sucks. So, with this 9 of Swords, somebody is actually dreading to reveal what they've figured out. The 5 of Swords. Okay. And that's about being in your head. How can I do this? What am I going to do? Mental conflict, right? And it could be like people lying. Somebody has been lying to somebody, right? These little birdies, they could represent people, telling lies, darkness, I feel, dark lies. Jeez. But I do feel that somebody will be set free and will go towards the light. I don't know. I'm getting that. Look, the reason why I'm getting that, because look, you see this little black bird saying something to this person. It's saying something that's giving them a headache or something, right? They're upset by whatever this bird is saying, right? But this person, I feel like this is them eventually being set free because they see the light in a situation, right? Now listen. This reading already resonates with me 100%, and I'll tell you why. Because I am telling you a story based on these cards. I know the definitions of the cards, and the only way I can tell you the story of this is to tell you a story of what's resonating to me, what I know in my own mind. And it might, it'll resonate with a lot of you out there. Not all of it, but some of it. We all come to realizations in our life, right? Yeah, like I did. If I was going through some other turmoil in my life, I could totally flip this story around another way, right? I could. What other story can I come up with? Ace of Pentacles, new start, right? King of Swords, very intelligent, trying to figure out how they can have a new start, right? There's another story. How can this person is contemplating on how they can have a new start? Somebody, or it could be somebody is having a new start and another person is watching them have a new start. With this Emperor here, this could be somebody who is another person involved in a situation, not paying attention to what's going on here. This is the potential of the situation, and that is that someone here who is an Emperor energy is not paying attention to what's happening over here with these two, which could be that there's a little bit of ignorance. Not ignorance as in somebody not being smart, but somebody like ignoring, so there could be something like that happening here. Somebody ignoring something having to do with a new start and overthinking. I mean, I could switch it so many ways, you guys. I really can, but let's not. We're just gonna stick with this one story, right? So I'm going to go ahead and keep on going, right? And we'll see what else comes out. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Karmic Wheel of Destiny. Somebody may go through bad karma because if this is one person who is trying to contemplate a new start, whatever, the new start is not going to go in your favor, okay? You were meant to go through this, but you will not receive good karma. That's what this wheel is indicating, the card. That's what that means. What about the Emperor and this? Okay, King of Swords. Let me grab this card. What is this? Two of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So the Two of Swords in the reverse, it appears that somebody has made a decision over a situation of overthinking and moving forward, right? I do also see with this King of Swords here, this person will definitely go through bad karma, and if they do not start becoming balanced in their life or whatever, right? If they do not take this Ace of Pentacles seriously, right? That's what I'm getting here. I also see that between somebody may have made a decision between a King of Swords and an Emperor, right? I almost said a blind decision because she's blind in this. It looks like somebody is blinding her judgment, right? But that's in the reverse. Her judgment is not blinded anymore, right? Male or female, however it resonates, right? Let me see what comes out next between that. Okay. Knight of Swords in the reverse, right? This is about not speaking truth. So that's what it is. So somebody here figures some shit out, They're afraid to speak their truth is basically what it is, right? And that's what they were tripping out on. Like, gosh, how can I speak this truth? Because they found out about something. Somebody found something out about something, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, I have to speak my truth. So somebody here is wanting to speak their truth, but there's also like, if they don't, bad karma will come to them, because this truth will affect possibly everyone around them, right? Their family, friends, whatever, whoever, right? This truth will affect everyone around them in a negative way if they don't speak their truth, right? This is something that someone found out. Someone found something out, and they've been thinking and thinking, how can I be truthful and honest here? How can I do this? Because maybe they were doing the wrong thing too, you know, like, fuck, I was involved in that, or I did that too, or whatever. So somebody here is trying to come up with, or did come up with what's going on. Sorry. They're just having a hard time speaking the truth about it, right? Because they possibly feel that they've been lied to this whole time. With this Five of Swords right here. Somebody feels now like they've been freaking lied to. Is this upside down? Yeah, the cards are okay. So we have Judgment, right? So the person who has been lied to, who has realized this, who's like, I got to tell the truth, but how can I do it? That person, you know, they're under judgment right now, okay? Right? That's what the cards, you know, and it's their own personal judgment, like their guilt, or they're feeling guilty inside, whatever, right? Whatever they feel, they feel. Whatever a person feels when they know they done wrong. That feeling. That's what they're feeling with this Judgment card right here, right? So, yeah. So somebody is in a dilemma of wanting to speak their truth, but they're kind of not knowing how. You know, they're kind of not knowing how to do it with this Four of Cups. So somebody is contemplating, and so maybe somebody is receiving some sort of message or some sort of something, epiphanies or something like that, or whatever, dreams that is making them think. Because look, this is about like making an offer. Now, there could be some offers given. Or maybe they're not offers. Maybe they're just like outcomes, or maybe they're like, I can't even think of the word. They're temptations. They're temptations. Now, either it's like if you don't make the right choice, the karmic wheel of destiny will not turn in your favor. I feel like there's a lot of people out there who are contemplating things, but they're too afraid to speak because of what society, or how society will look at them. Okay? Somebody's like, oh, if I do this, people are going to think I'm nuts. Dude, there's so many nutty people on the internet anyways, so what have you got to lose by speaking your truth? Who cares? Anyways. Right? Who cares anyways? Trust me, a lot of people probably think I'm a nutcase, but you know what? I don't care. I really don't care. Because I'm kind and I'm honest. And I do believe that there are people who have gifts. And those gifts, people can receive visions, right? In their dreams, even those epiphanies, right? I believe people can receive that. I believe everyone actually can receive that. Whether or not they follow through and try to figure out why the hell did I just think about that? That is the true gift, is to try to figure out, and not doing it by means of outside sources, right? Doing your own research, not trying to find out what everybody else thinks. No, you have to really learn how to follow your own intuition, your own inner guidance, right? Let's keep going. The Five of Pentacles, right? And yes, this is true. Okay, somebody is afraid that if they speak their truth, they may lose everything. That's okay, though. Would you rather speak your truth and lose everything and have to start from square one all over again? Or would you just... See, that's the problem. You will lose everything because the truth will... Well, no, you know what? Somebody here is afraid to lose everything because of what they know. And you know what? You will rebuild again. And I'll tell you why. Because I have lost everything. Every fucking thing in my life. I have been at the bottom of the barrel more than once. And I have rebuilt more than once. And you will too. And so what if you speak your truth and people start to hate you? That's reality nowadays. Anyone who speaks their truth, people tend to turn their back on those people. People are afraid of people who speak their truth. Yeah, they are. People are afraid of people who stand up for themselves. People are afraid of others who call them out. Yes, when something is discovered and they're like, wait a minute, can you prove that this, that, and the other? And they cannot. Someone always gets caught slipping. I always catch that shit. But I don't call them out because... And I haven't for the past year, you guys, because I just wasn't sure. Let me get another card. I don't want to talk too much about what I'm getting at here because I want to stick to the story, but because all of my epiphanies have been coming right now, I'm in this situation where I need to speak my truth, and it's really hard for me. Because I know a lot of people are going to be angry and hate me. But it's okay. I'm used to that. From my whole life, I'm used to that. Look, people are going to be angry and hate me. They're going to be fighting against me. Either that, it's either that, or they might actually work with me because they will see the truth in what I'm saying. Just like in your situation, if you do just say your truth, you suffer that loss, you may find that there are people that are on your side who will help you get through this. Yeah. The Five of Wands is usually like mental conflict or conflict with others or fighting. But in some of the decks, you know, you look at the pictures, you know, and you see like these people don't look like they're against each other. It kind of looks like they're with each other, building together. So don't be afraid to speak your truth. You know why? Hell yeah. Because there are people out there that agree with you, but maybe they needed you to be that first one to step up. right? Because everybody else was afraid to. Everybody else was afraid to, and the Wheel of Fortune was not turning in their favor because they were afraid to speak. And maybe you watching this, you are not afraid to speak. And you finally say, you know what? I can't deal with this shit no more. I'm deciding to speak my truth no matter if I lose everything or not. Boom, you become the emperor. Why? Because that is what you were supposed to do in this, if you know this scenario is resonating, right? If it's resonating, right? You were nervous about speaking your truth. It was keeping you up at night, but you will be released from that, and you will find that there's going to be peace. And you know what? All these things that you're hearing outside you, that shit's going to give you a headache. Because it's not truth. And you are judging it, and you are judging whatever you're experiencing, and you're going to end up speaking your truth, and people are going to be like, whoa, she's right, or he's right. Eventually, it might not happen right away, but it just depends on how you present whatever it is you figured out in your life, right? Let me get 2 more cards. Six of Swords. Yeah. You're going to choose, or whoever is going to choose. I just say you. I'm used to it, okay? But whoever, somebody is going to choose to leave that toxic shit behind. After thinking about, you know what, I'm kind of bored with this. Why am I so bored? Why? Well, because you're bored because it wasn't truth. And you're going to realize that. And you're going to step away from that, right? Whatever that was that you figured out, you're going to step away from it. Why? Because it's freaking toxic. It's toxic as fuck. And you're trying to get away from it. Yeah, and you know what? And it broke your heart to know that that shit ain't right, you know? And that's, somebody got heartbroken here because they tried to work with people, but then they figured some shit out. They figured out it was lies, and that shit broke their heart. Yes! Whatever someone found out about a certain situation, whether it's relationship, work, family, whatever you found out, that shit broke your heart. It sure did. Because maybe you thought something was a certain way, but it wasn't. But you are leaving that toxic situation. Let's get a final card. Final card. Final card. Is this in the reverse? No. 7 of Wands in the reverse. And this is the best final card to get. That whatever you have been through or figured out for yourself, your own truth, the truth that, you know, it's best to share with others, because knowledge is power, and you don't want to manipulate or do anything or be wrong, you know, because you know, cause and effect. If you don't speak the truth about something you know that is wrong, you will have Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Somebody may be contemplating that and realizing that, but eventually you will step away from that, from all that deception. Yeah, this is a great ass storyline, you know, for someone, right? For someone. No more deception. And you know what? You will be the emperor. You will lose a lot. The emperor has lost a lot, you guys. The emperor has lost a lot and rebuilt their lives a lot. That's that energy, you know what I mean? That's how people become the emperor, is by winning, losing in life, right? Like that one quote. It's not about how many times you fall down. It's about how many times you get up. And that quote will resonate with everyone. We all go through fucked up shit, but we all put ourselves back together, right? the strong-willed will. Because, you know, I can't really say that for everyone, because there are some people that, you know, they fall into temptation, or, you know, things that are considered devil energy, like drugs and alcohol and codependencies and all that. People fall victim to that from past traumas, right? And they don't heal from them. They start, you know, taking drugs or drinking too much, pharmaceuticals, just overdoing it, right? To try to mask their hurts or their pains or the shit that they need to heal from. Somebody out here is trying to frickin' heal themselves, and while they are doing so, they are figuring out other shit. You know? I don't know how to hold this to make it like you guys can see it upright. I'm not really sure because of the phone, you know, but... Or is it this way, I think? So you can get a better bird's eye view. I think that's the way it's supposed to be, yeah. So, my advice for just this situation is always speak your truth. I don't care if you're going to piss everyone off. If you have discovered or realized something, dude, share that knowledge. Don't be stingy. Share that knowledge with others, especially if you know that others are being hurt. Oh my, look what's at the bottom of the deck. So maybe there is some resonation with my energy, right? I totally feel like this is my energy, right? But I'm going to tell you, like, shit that comes out here is going to resonate, you know, with everyone a little bit somehow, because whoever's telling you the story and whatever's on their mind, they can manipulate the story into, you know, what's going on with them. And this is like manipulating the story into what's going on for me. And a lot of you guys might be going through the same thing, which is something like figuring something out, realizing the truth about something, and wanting to share it, because if you don't, you're going to feel guilty or whatever, whatnot, right? Let's see what these cards, what comes out for these cards, right? These are all pre-shuffled too. Look, release. Release any false, you know, shit that you might pray, right? Yeah, pray. Trickery, right? There might be some trickery going on in your life and some deception, because people are trying to manipulate you into thinking something, right? Gossip. People are probably going to gossip about whatever it is that you're speaking your truth about, you know, and forgiveness. Maybe you need to speak forgiveness for whatever shit that you're releasing, right? Seek forgiveness for whatever you're releasing, because it was all trickery. Pray for forgiveness, and people will definitely gossip about whatever it is you're saying. They will talk shit to you, about you, whatever, because you spoke your truth. It's plain and simple. Completion. And that it will be the end of this cycle for you. Like, you will stop being manipulated or, you know, whatever any longer, right? It's done thinking that whatever is going on in your life, it's not the truth, right? You found some truth. So, you know, it's like you're putting those ideas to rest, you see? And you could have gotten messages from your spirit guides, your own personal messages, okay? I believe that we all receive some sort of messages or synchronicities or whatever that will only apply to us, right? Like all those times they say, okay, I just saw 11:11. It might resonate with someone. Well, yeah, it's going to resonate with everybody, because maybe if you're here watching this, we've all wondered about the 11:11 or whatever. That message was for me, though. It wasn't really for everyone else. When you, with your own eyes, see some sort of message or synchronicity, that message is specifically for you. I believe in that type of stuff, you know. But whoever you are out there, and this is resonating about you needing to speak your truth, you need to do that. You need to do that, and you will have completed a cycle in, I'm feeling like you will have completed a cycle in, what is it called? Deception. Yeah, you will be ending that cycle of deception. And you may have or will, you know, decide that you want to pray for forgiveness for the trickery that has been going on, because maybe you didn't know, though, right? Yeah. And I do feel that everything is going to be fine. But you should really think about, with that Hermit right there, you really should think about, like, how you're going to present this. How will it affect you? You know what I'm saying? Like, how will it affect you in terms of, you know, your future and stability, right? Always think about that. If it really doesn't affect your stability or anything like that, then hey, you know, then you got nothing to lose, really. But I think the lesson here is speaking your truth and not really giving a shit what anybody else thinks, because we all have our own ideas of stuff, you know. Yeah. So I did want to also read to you something that, and this freaking matches so freaking good with the reading. I do believe that, you know, I shut the curtain there for a second. I'll open it. There's a bee out there trying to come in, you know, and I don't want to swat a bee, you know. Anyways, I do want to read to you guys something that I read in the Bible. Now, I'm not a Bible person, right? Not at all. But I do refer to the Bible to ask questions that, like, I'll get this shit that comes up in my mind. I'm like, what is that? And so one of the places I take reference to is the Bible, you know, to see what it says about that and see what I can gather from that. You know, some stuff I read is absolutely, you know, and some stuff I read, it's contradictory of a lot of shit I'm experiencing, which is like, whoa. Okay, so I do want to say something, right? And I'm just going to leave it with that, you know, our final words. Why I decided to change my own thoughts in regards to this tarot and how I'm going to present it to you, about, you know, not saying stuff like spirit wants, or, you know, spirit is telling you you need to. I'm not going to say that anymore. I'm not even going to ever say that I am a messenger of God. No, no, no. Okay. You can find out why on my other channel if you want, if you feel like you need to find out what's going on with me, right? But here, no. So this is what I'm going to leave you with. This is from the Bible that I happened to stumble upon, and there's so many different areas of this subject, right? But I'm going to read this one because this one stood out crazy style to me. And a lot of times I do get messages from, I guess it's God, I don't know, and I'm being forced to look stuff up in the Bible, and I stumble upon this shit. Of all things, right? Whatever it is I'm contemplating about, spirit leads me to these spots, right? Okay. And this is my own. I'm not saying like this is not for you all. Okay, this is my own, and I'm going to read it to you, okay? This is from Jeremiah 23:16. I guess that's the passage or whatever, right? If y'all know the Bible, right? I'm not familiar. I have to look up shit. So here's what I came up with. Thus says the Lord of hosts, right? Do not listen to the words of the prophets who prophesy to you, filling you with vain hopes. They speak visions of their own minds, not from the mouth of the Lord. If that ain't a freaking message or not, I don't know what that is. Now, if you guys want to find out a little bit more, what the hell is she talking about? Like I said, if you're guided to go to my channel and see what the frick I'm talking about, or kind of like, I don't know, whatever. That's on you, whatever. I don't really advertise it that much, but I just wanted to leave you guys with that, okay? Also, please keep it true love energy up around here. Happy, friendly, loving types, right? We have nothing to fear as long as we are calm and cheerful, right? I'm Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.